and continue to serve our customers with pride. Thank you.
Hello and very warm greetings to all the hospitality professionals and students alike. This is to celebrate and commemorate the International Hospitality Day on the 24th of April 2021. This is the 7th year running when we will be celebrating this day, which was found by the International Hospitality Council London. A big thank you to Dr. Bose and IIHM for spearheading this initiative in this part of the world. As we all know that our industry is facing enormous amount of pressures from all over, in terms of performance and the challenges that we're seeing on a daily basis with the ongoing pandemic. But at the same time, we must continue to remind ourselves that we will bounce back off this together, and we will come out stronger. And the only way to do that would be to keep our spirits and hopes alive. And with that message, I wish all of you a very happy International Hospitality Day once again, and looking forward to seeing you in person sooner than later. Thank you.
Wishing all students and faculty of IIHM a very happy International Hospitality Day.
Namaskar everybody. My name is Harkaran and I'm the General Manager at Hyatt Raipur. So here's wishing everybody a very happy World International Hospitality Day. Thank you, our dear IIHM friends and Dr. Bose for remembering this day and celebrating this year every year. Especially this year, which is unprecedented and very tough times. But I'm sure these tough times are not going to last too long. Here's wishing everybody good health and happiness for the times ahead. Stay well, stay safe, and look forward to seeing you soon.
I feel fortunate to become the part of this hospitality industry for Atithi Devo Bhava.
Good evening and welcome to 6th International Hospitality Day. I'm Abdullah Ahmed, and it's an absolute pleasure to connect and share the camaraderie and passion of our industry from across the world today. The resilience we have is a testimony that as a group, we will continue to thrive irrespective of the situation we are in. This year that's gone by has been our biggest educator of how to operate our businesses under such trying times. Celebrating IHD today is even more important to salute the spirit of hospitality, to honor those who exemplified the performance and to promote the unstoppable spirit to deliver. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 6th International Hospitality Day, and it's my pleasure to welcome Dr. Subarna Bose, CEO and Convener, International Hospitality Council, and CEO and Chairman, IIHM Hotel School, for his welcome address. Over to you, Dr. Bose.
Very good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever in the world you are all either here or in the different social media. It's such a pleasure and honor to welcome all of you in this episode, the 6th International Hospitality Day 2021. And I'd like to first of all congratulate all the hoteliers, all the hospitality professionals from all over the globe. I think this is one day generally we all come together and we celebrate hospitality. Hospitality is something which is so close to our heart. Hospitality is something that we live and die for. And today is the International Hospitality Day, where the entire global hospitality fraternity come forward, not just only that, stand next to each other and support each other. Of course, 2020 and 2021 are very, very difficult years, as we all know, but that makes today's Hospitality Day even more special, because we dedicate the today's Hospitality Day to all the brave hearts of our industry, who in spite of all the tough time, the difficult time, has really put that smile and just went on doing their job. It's such a huge resilience that we have shown as an industry. I think we had been a frontline worker during the quarantine in India and elsewhere, and it has been a huge show of strength from the hospitality leaders who led their teams, the general managers, the CEOs, the COOs, the owners of the hotel, they all led the way. And we have jointly worked so hard together to make sure that we have withstood the pandemic. Although everything is not over, still we are going through very tough times, and it will take us maybe another 2 to 3 months before we come out of the real pandemic. But the way the people in the industry, the nuts and the bolts of the industry have shown that courage, that smile, and that kind of a strength, I think it's something we salute them. In fact, one of the reasons for the International Hospitality Day awards, apart from the Lifetime Awards, is the award given to the people of the hotels, each hotels. I think today all over India, we would be awarding to the people over 500 hotels, the people who are the nuts and the bolts. They can be a doorman, they can be the massaji, they can be the kitchen stewarding guy, they can be your housemaid, and they are the people who run our industry. And today is a day for them, the people behind the scene, but the people without whom the hotel will not run, the hospitality industry will not run, the food and beverage will not run, the restaurants will not run. So today is a day dedicated to those people who actually makes us tick, makes us run our industry. I think the Hospitality Day today, the International Hospitality Day 2021, should be a tribute to these hardworking and the brave soldiers of our industry. And another one news I like to really say that to all the people in the industry, on behalf of the International Hospitality Council and IIHM, very soon we are coming with our fellowship. We are coming out with something called the International College of the Fellow Members, where we will be electing the senior professionals from the industry as a fellow. And we will be forming a college, an international college of the fellow members of the Hospitality Council and IIHM. So with that, it's my great pleasure, privilege, and I'd like to thank all of you for joining us. I'd like to congratulate in advance to all the people who will be getting the different kinds of awards today, and to everyone who have joined from all over the world. A very, very happy International Hospitality Day. Let the positivity of the industry shine. Let the spirit of bounce back shine. Let our industry show the world that yes, the hospitality industry is one industry which, in spite of all the difficult times, have shown and outshone. And it's the people of the industry who have done it. It's not really the owners or the managers or the CEO or the general manager, but the people who work there. They are the biggest asset for the industry. And today's Hospitality Day, the entire day is dedicated to those people who run our industry. So thanks very much, ladies and gentlemen from all over the world, for joining us in this 6th edition of the International Hospitality Day 2021. And thanks for joining us, and congratulations in advance, all of them. Namaskar, Namastey World from all of us. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Bose, for sharing your views on ISD. Moving forward, ladies and gentlemen, we've got Professor David Foskett, MBE, the chairman of International Hospitality Council. Welcome, sir, and over to you for your address.
Yeah. Thank you, Abdullah. Namaste, everyone. Welcome. Firstly, I'd like to start by saying how delighted I am to see Dr. Bose here today addressing us, who is recovering from this terrible virus. And it's so wonderful that he has recovered and joined us. All of us know somebody that's had the virus, that's been tragically ill from the virus, but it doesn't stop us from carrying on. The hospitality industry is a vital industry to the world economy. And governments now begin to realize the importance of hospitality, not just to the economy, but to our well-being. We make people happy. We celebrate. We contribute so much to society. Hospitality is a key industry for humanity. And there has been no lockdown on the friendship of hospitality, on coming together virtually. The YCO, the Young Chef Olympiad, proved to be an enormous success virtually, demonstrating the commitment, but more importantly, how IIHM has engaged the world during this difficult time when we all need hope. And IIHM has created that hope. And again today, we will bounce back. Yes, we're in difficult times. Yes, we will bounce back. We've been here before in difficult times and we've recovered. We will recover again because this industry is so important to our own well-being, as I said before, and our economies. And IIHM has done so much as a world-class institution to actually connect the world. And we've seen today already how they have connected the world. We are friends. There is no lockdown in friendship. There is no lockdown in learning. There is no lockdown today in education. We have technology to overcome this. And when we eventually open up our hotels and our restaurants, we will bounce back even better. People are just waiting for us to open up. People have an insatiable appetite to travel, to explore the world, to go out to restaurants, to stay in hotels. We are the future. We are the future of humanity. And we've seen that, of how depressing life is outside when our restaurants are not open, when hotels are not open, when people cannot travel. We can see even more today, and hope governments can see, this vital industry, this industry that employs so many, the industry that unites the world, an industry that has no restrictions on social mobility. It is the most wonderful industry, and we must engage people even more to come into this industry, because this industry does provide so many key skills, so many opportunities for young people, and creates such a satisfying world to live in. And I do hope that very soon that things will get better in India. We've seen some terrible scenes on our television, and I do hope and wish the people of India all the best and coming out of this pandemic, and the world, as the world listens today, and different countries, we don't all know exactly what's happening all over the world, but we've all suffered in some way, but we're coming out of it. We will come out of it. The vaccine, and I say to all governments, there is no competition on who gets the vaccine. Vaccinate the world. Bring out the resources to vaccinate people, because we need it and we need one another. None of us are safe until we're all safe and we all work together. And what IIHM has demonstrated across the world is bringing people together, to come together with one mission. And our mission is to educate the world in hospitality. And today, to thank the world and to thank individuals within our organizations and institutions who have achieved so much to bring hospitality, to raise the status of knowledge and the importance of how they have pioneered their establishments and done great things for hospitality. They are icons of the industry. They will become fellows of the International College of Distinguished Fellows, IIHM. IIHM leads the world in initiatives. It leads the world in so many things. It leads the world in IT technology education. It is the place. It is the world leader. And today they have demonstrated it once again. I am really honoured and privileged to be a part of IIHM. It is a fantastic institution and the way they bring the world together. And I wish you all a wonderful celebration today. Let's talk hospitality up. Let's really talk it up. Let's celebrate hospitality. We will overcome. We will bounce back. We are as Muhammad Ali, Cassius Clay always say, I am the greatest. And I say to you, hospitality is the greatest. IIHM is the greatest. So thank you for listening and have a wonderful day. And thank you. Namaste.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Professor Foskett. Ladies and gentlemen, moving forward, we've got Mr. Ron Scott, Secretary General, International Hospitality Council. We welcome you, sir, for your address. Over to you, Mr. Scott.
Thank you very much, Abdullah. And very warm greetings to everybody around the world from Scotland. Namaste. Coming third in the address is somewhat difficult to follow these first two addresses, which have been so stimulating and absolutely fantastic to hear and listen to. International Hospitality Day is a celebration of the hospitality industry in every corner of the world. It's a day to celebrate the achievements of everybody who works in the industry and also those who support the industry in so many different ways. During my 50 plus years in this industry, I've worked with so many amazing people who have been a great inspiration, not just to me, but to a legion of aspiring hospitality professionals. As Professor Foskett has said, this is an amazing industry. It encompasses and encaptures all the very best in people. And that is what we need to look on and build upon as we progress into the future. However, this year our celebrations must also be a time of reflection, as well as looking towards the future. The past year has taken a tremendous human toll, and many of us may have lost a family member or close friend and colleague during this terrible pandemic. I'm sure that our thoughts will be with them and their families today, as they are on most other days. So many hospitality businesses have had to close or adapt to the new style of working environment to exist, and many people have lost their jobs. A particular concern of mine is the impact that this has had on our young people, and in particular, all those graduating after years of study at college, but finding positions in the industry extremely challenging to find. It is important, therefore, that the industry applies itself as it emerges from the pandemic, not just to re-establish itself and to get back to the position it once held in this huge global world, and it grows strong once again, and to provide all the support that it can to these young people, because they are our future hospitality leaders and ambassadors. We need to support the young people. So a message to all the people responsible for the re-emergence of hospitality industry, wherever you are in the world, please, please do remember the young people and give them all the support you possibly can. Thank you once again to all of you who are listening in today and watching this presentation. It's a fantastic time to celebrate the hospitality industry, and I thank you very, very much. Namaste.
Thank you, Mr. Ron Scott. Ladies and gentlemen, moving forward, may I have the pleasure to invite our guest of honor, Mr. Puneet Chatwal, Managing Director and CEO of Indian Hotels Company, which manages and runs the Taj Group of Hotels worldwide. It's a pleasure to have you with us, sir, and over to you for your words.
Thank you, Abdullah. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Dr. Bose, Professor Foskett, Ron Scott from IIHM, as well as from the International Hospitality Council. Firstly, wishing everyone this beautiful day. And there is no better way to celebrate than to get 50 different countries together on a virtual platform on different time zones, and a big thank you for that. I would like to just build on what Abdullah mentioned. The word which came across in his introduction was resilience. And then Dr. Bose said, hospitality is so close to our heart, and it is something we believe and die for. Professor Foskett took it a step higher, and he said, this is one industry that is scripting the future of humanity. It's not just scripting the future of jobs or doing good, but scripting the future of humanity and a vital industry to the world economy and well-being. I am reminded of a word which was recently used by our Honorable Finance Minister in her interaction with the industry. She used the word gamanzo yoi, a Japanese word, which basically defines our industry the best in these difficult times. And gamanzo yoi stands for resilience, perseverance, patience, and tolerance. And I think what we all go through, what the industry goes through is possibly most symbolic of all these traits that the industry has demonstrated. All across the world, the industry rose to the occasion, did whatever they could, supplied meals, hosting frontline workers, doing the best they could for the employees, keeping them safe at the same time. At Taj, a group of hotels, as we were described as the Indian Hotels Company, we were able to provide meals to more than 3 million people last year between April and September. We were able to host more than 100,000 bed nights of frontline workers, totaling actually 70,000 room nights, but some rooms were having double occupancy, so around 100,000 bed nights. And we have started that journey all over again. As we speak, or as I address all of you today, we are converting and attaching some of our properties, especially with our brand Ginger, to some of the hospitals in the key metros to complement and also again standing in the service of the nation in providing beds as the hospitals run out of beds and the country is in dire need of vaccination. You can also very proudly say that all 45 plus associates who work with us have all been vaccinated with the first dose and are waiting for now the second dose. And as of 1st of May, we will be doing that for all 18 plus year group 2. Having said that, I think this really is a big opportunity for the global hospitality society to build together a culture of collaboration. Competition is good, but this is not the time to compete. This is not the time to boast who did more, who did less. I think this is the time to come together and use this opportunity to build the positioning of hospitality as a business, hospitality as an important part of the culture, hospitality in building the character of the nations. And I would like to close by using a quote of our founder, Jamshedji Tata, who said that community is just not another stakeholder, rather the purpose of the existence of any business. With that, I wish everyone a great day and good celebrations and good interactions on this platform. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much, ladies and gentlemen, to all of you who've just logged into our social media channels. You are listening to Mr. Puneet Chatwal, Managing Director and CEO, Indian Hotels Company, which manages and runs the Taj Group of Hotels worldwide. Thank you so much, sir, for joining in and sharing your insight with the entire world. Moving forward, ladies and gentlemen, we've got the next personality who does not need any introduction. Well, single-handedly, he glamorized our culinary world. And you know who I'm talking about. One and only Chef Sanjeev Kapoor, a guest of honor. Over to you, Chef, to say a few words.
Thank you, Abdullah. Thank you very much. What a tough act to follow, to speak someone after as eloquent as Abdullah you speak, and followed by Dr. Bose, David Foskett, John Scott, and then my friend Puneet Chatwal. So it's never easy. But good news is that we are celebrating. And for a celebration, you don't need words. Celebration is a feeling. Celebration is something that we feel, and hospitality as an industry, no matter what the condition is, no matter whether we are in dire straits, we still celebrate. And that celebration is something that keeps us going. I know that we have talked about how difficult the time has been or how difficult it is, but the contribution of hospitality on this International Hospitality Day, which has been institutionalized by IIHM and single-handedly brought the hospitality world together, all the places in the world. I think with each passing year, it is becoming bigger and bigger. And so first of all, congratulations to IIHM for instituting IHC, International Hospitality Council, and then celebrating 24th April as the International Hospitality Day. So I would say a big celebration. And for bringing everyone together, I think there are more smiles here than I would say what the talk that we see on all the messages or anything that is depressing that will be seen. I think this event itself will wipe many things into bigger smiles. And by recognizing people who have been working hard, who have done exemplary work in past months, I think that recognition is something that would motivate not only the people who would be awarded, but people at large. I think any recognition motivates more and more people. That's why people who are awarded, they are special, but there are many more who are beginning to get that special recognition just by being here. Because I think in my view, anybody who is given anything, no matter how small it is, maybe just a smile, that person shows that gratitude back. And I think this industry has shown a lot. Puneet talked about helping so many people with the foods that were, I know how many food packets were distributed. And I exactly know that I think he's been a torchbearer when it comes to compassion. Tata Group is always known to do this. But I can tell you, Taj Group started this on the second day of lockdown last year. So I think, so thank you very much to Taj Group of Hotels, and not just Taj Group of Hotels, but I know many many hotel groups, not just groups, single hotel owners, chains, restaurants, catering establishments, people who may not have had the food at their home, but they have also given food. That's what hospitality industry people are built of. I think it's in hospitality industry, I would say we've been trained to say Atithi Deva Bhava. And I would say in last 1 year, one thing I can definitely say is that this industry has shown what compassion really is. And the compassion is something which will make this world go. And I would say that compassion is here to stay. And hospitality is something which has redefined itself, not just with what it provides, not just with rooms and beds and food and leisure and everything. I think it can provide compassion, and that's the big part in this humanity that is needed. And I know that Professor Foskett always talks about that you cannot lock down humanity. I think let's unlock more compassion and let this day be remembered where we logged compassion. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Chef Sanjeev Kapoor. And what rightly he said, celebration is a feeling. Ladies and gentlemen, moving forward, we've got Michelin star chef Chris Galvin of the famous Galvin Brothers, all the way from UK, who's joined in to speak to you. It's an absolute pleasure to have you, Chef Chris, with us. And over to you.
Hello, everybody. Hello from London. Happy Hospitality Day. Congratulations on the 6th Hospitality Day, and especially congratulations to IIHM and IHC for hosting this day and bringing it to the forefront and reminding us to celebrate things, because we've been through one hell of a roller coaster, and we just have to remember one thing, and that's faith. Keep faith, keep moving on. Ron's mentioned how difficult it is coming third, or try coming fifth or sixth after such wonderful speeches so far. So I want to send my prayers to India and the people. It's a country I've come to love and adore, especially the people, especially the students, and my colleagues from IIHM. I've often said to Professor Foskett, I would employ any of the students in a flash of an eye, because their attention to detail, their hard work, and their attention to detail is something that's going to get them through what we're going through right now. I often talk about this small word. I think it's one of the smallest words in a dictionary, but it's the most powerful, and that is faith. We have to keep faith. We have to believe we're going to come through this, and using everything we've been taught and working with colleagues. And this is what I always love about the YCO, is the coming together of 50 or more countries, 50 students, 50 coaches, lecturers, judges, and the world suddenly becomes very, very small, which it is. And it's so important we help each other through this. I want to use another word now, and this is for people that have been mentioned, and even my own children are at university. They've been stuck in their room on so many Zoom calls, worrying about their education, worrying about whether things will work out for them. The good news, it will. And these are transferable skills. You're going to learn some amazing skills as you come through, and these skills will help you in life. And I think last year is actually a very positive one that we can learn from, and we can take a lot of lessons from. Happy to say today, we're coming out slowly in the UK. We have 400 booked today. I'm cooking in a moment for 400 people. The team were a bit rusty. We needed a bit of belief in ourselves, but after a week, we're back in full swing. We're doing superbly. So I just wish the very, very best for your future, guys. I want to send my best wishes and congratulations to those receiving awards today. And as Sanjay said, it is a day of celebration. Let's remember that. That's my 2 minutes are up. So have a fantastic day, guys. Sending all my love and all my best wishes from London. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you, Chef Chris Galvin. Believe in ourselves and keeping faith. Well, thank you so very much. Moving over, ladies and gentlemen, we've got Chef Carl Guggenmoss, Dean Emeritus of Johnson & Wales University, United States of America. It's an absolute pleasure for us to have you with us, Chef Carl, and over to you.
Good morning, everyone, and namaste to everyone in India and around the world. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for inviting me to say a few words, and my congratulations to the leadership of IIHM, IHC, and all the leaders and all the awardees, awards that are very well deserved. And, I've been in this industry for 55 years now, and it's quite interesting to see the things that I've seen over the decades. It's 7 o'clock here this morning. Normally on Saturday, I get up early, like around 5, and bake bread. And it really would be great to have everybody here to break bread together, because in hospitality, that's what we are, in breaking bread together and breaking thoughts together and coming together as a unit. And what a wonderful industry that we are in. When I became the dean, I had to determine how I govern a school of over 6,000 students with multiple campuses. And I was given a story one time about how to fasten a boat in a storm. And they told us to put 4 anchors on the boat with enough slack so the boat can go up and down and ride out the storm. To me, I lived by 4 anchors that I determined and want to share with all of you this morning. They have sustained me over the years, to the good times and the bad times. Sorry about my cuckoo clock in the back is going off. Give me just 1 second. There we go. But I really have lived by those over the years. And I just wanted to share those with you because in these trying times, we certainly need anchors that we can go back to. My first anchor always have been the anchor of confidence, where we master the basics. And that is exactly what we do in education. That is what IIHM is all about, IHC and all the other great schools around the globe, that we provide basic skills and competencies for the young people going into this field. It also can serve as an anchor for our spiritual, for our personal and family life, to make sure that we focus on those things that are important, the basics. My second anchor is that anchor of endurance. That is where we master the challenges. And why did we need that anchor in these trying times that I have never experienced in my lifetime, a pandemic of this nature. And but I do know that if we have a great anchor that will get us through this, and we certainly will see the light at the end of the tunnel. My third anchor has always been the anchor of renewal, and that is where we master the unknown. And again, in this trying times, we have done incredibly well with mastering the unknown. And I remember the competition we had at IOC in the spring. That was an unknown factor, and it was done incredibly well. And congratulations to all the people involved again. My last anchor, and I think in this day and age is equally important, and this is what I call the anchor of grace. And that means to master the human heart. And that is where we give back to those that come behind us. And in education, that is exactly what we do. In our world of hospitality, we give back. We give our skills, we give our talents, and make people feel good about themselves and make people happy, as was mentioned before. So having said that, I hope that you have a little sense of inspiration, that you have sense of hope, sense of endurance, and sense of grace. Thank you very much for your time, and all the best, and congratulations once again.
Thank you. Thank you so very much, Chef Carl. And we must say that we've accepted your invitation of coming all the way to America to break bread together. Ladies and gentlemen, moving forward, we've got Chef Gart Strobel, Executive Chef Mount Nelson, an international consultant all the way from South Africa. It's an absolute pleasure for us, Chef Gart, to have you with us. And over to you.
Thank you very much. It's a great pleasure to be here from the southern tip of Africa. It is one of these things that the hospitality, it's never been as more important time to celebrate the hospitality industry. Hospitality industry has gone through so much in the last year. And I would like to thank the IIHM and the IHC for putting together this initiative of Chef's Day or Hospitality Day. As being a chef, I say it should be Chef's Day, but it's not. We're all in the hospitality business. Without the hospitality business, we wouldn't be able to survive, as Dr. Foskett has well said. But I think the important thing is that we encourage people to join the industry, an industry which is very hard work. But as a band of brothers, we can see this has been put together with 50 countries around the world. When we can't be close or we can't meet each other, we are still able to stay in touch and we are still able to share ideas. Therefore, it is more important now for the students to join the industry, work hard, because yes, we are in dark days at the moment, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. There's a vaccine that is taking effect and we will come out of this. And if we don't have hope to think that we will come out of this, then we have nothing. But there is light at the end of the tunnel, and we need that light to show, and the industry will rise again, and it will become what it was before, if not better, because we have had time to rethink and reassess what we do. So I'd like to thank all the people, and I'd like to congratulate all the people that receive awards today. And without them, the industry would not be anything. And I would just like to leave you with one thing. When your commitment and your passion meet, then you have found your purpose in this industry that we so love. Thank you very much, and thank you to Dr. Bose for putting this all together. The IHC and IIHM are wonderful organizations. Well, may they keep going to the future. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you, Chef Gautam. Very rightly said that there is light at the end of the tunnel. Ladies and gentlemen, moving forward, we've got Chef Sean Leonard, Executive Chef and Culinary Program Leader at Business and Hotel Management School, Switzerland. Absolute pleasure for us to have you with us, Chef Sean, and over to you.
Hello, everybody. Dear Dr. Bose, Professor Foskett, esteemed colleagues, guests, and students, as well as the entire IIHM family, greetings to you all from myself, Chef Sean Leonard, Executive Chef, Culinary Program Leader here at the Business and Hotel Management School, BHMS, in Lucerne, Switzerland. As always, it is an absolute honor and a pleasure to be able to address you all today, or this evening, or this morning, wherever you happen to be. Bounce back was the message from the YCO 2021, and this we will, both professionally and economically. This I'm sure of. And as parts of the world, including here in Switzerland, get back to normal after a very testing year, people want to celebrate. They want to get out again. They want to be amongst their friends, amongst their family. Through hospitality, this is possible. We will be the industry set to lift the world. When the world wants to get going, we, however, will need to deliver through our cafes, our bars, our restaurants, our hotels. And this is why it's vital that the IIHM students and those students of IIHM who come to us at BHMS, for example, get the most appropriate, competent, professional training for all of our futures. The cream will always rise to the top, as they say, an exciting prospect indeed. We also, as culinary, hospitality professionals and trainers, need also to be ready, but not only ready when the COVID pandemic is forgotten about. This readiness begins now, when we are best placed to advise our young hospitality professionals of the future of what is to come. Change, reinvention, heart, head, energy is simply in our hospitality blood, which is why we love our industry. We don't just work in it. 2021 and 2022 should be the time to celebrate. So let us not look back, but let us look forward. I'm already looking forward to the YCO 2022. What a party that's going to be. Dear guests, these were just a few insights from a hospitality, culinary, pedagogical perspective. Thank you very much for listening. And in the spirit of the YCO and the International Hospitality Council, let us move forward together. One industry, one world. Enjoy the rest of the International Hospitality Day from sunny Switzerland. Congratulations to all of the award winners today. Namaste, namaskar, and thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you so very much, Chef Sean, all the way from Switzerland, to say a few words. And before we move over to the awards, ladies and gentlemen, we've got an international hospitality consultant with us, Miss Anita Mendiratta, and it's an absolute pleasure for us to have you with us, ma'am. If you could say a few words as well. Over to Miss Anita Mendiratta.
Thank you very much, and a very loving namaskar from London. It is my great, great honor and pleasure to be with you all today. I speak to you as an industry practitioner, but admittedly also an Indian daughter. So I am very honored to be with you all today, and I bring with you the warmest greetings from the Secretary General of the UNWTO, Zurab Pololikashvili, who is aware of the fact that I am with you all today and especially sends a congratulations to all of the people who are winning awards today. As has been very clear by all that has already been said today, we are in such a unique time. Our world has been grounded. We know that borders continue to be closed, strains continue to lock the world down, and we are all in the hospitality industry suffering in terms of our ability to not be able to connect anymore, or rather our inability. But more importantly, I think what's really important about today, and I congratulate everyone that's involved in today, Dr. Bose, all of you that have spoken, all of you that are following from around the world, I congratulate you in keeping the spirit of hospitality strong. As has been made very, very clear by our very dear friend Puneet from IHC, he spoke very openly about the fact that just because the world has not been able to travel does not mean that the spirit of hospitality has been grounded. We have seen through everything that heroes across the hospitality of world have done this past year, including IHC, with exactly as he said, 3 million meals, over 66,000 room nights being given to frontliners, that the spirit of hospitality is not just about travel. It's for everyone in the industry and in the communities around us, to ensure that everyone feels cared for, especially when our world has been connected by an invisible curse that, interestingly, has brought us all closer together. So from a UNWTO perspective, I'm delighted to be able to be with you today because, exactly as every speaker has said, there are 5 critical ways that we're going to be able to move forward. Firstly, it's about commitment, making sure that we all remain committed to this industry that we all love, that has already been said is not just about the travel, it's about the impact of the places to which we travel. We have always been an economic industry that has brought together job creation. It has brought together investment, but most importantly, it has brought together strangers from across the world to find a common understanding, a common love, and a common desire for peace. Our industry is invaluable in that regards. Secondly, we require confidence, a fundamental faith in the fact that our industry will come back. Because as we have all seen, our need to travel is not just about physical travel, it's the mental journey, our ability to feel a part of the community around us, that is the global community. Third, it's about communication. We need to stay in contact. It is not about waiting until the world opens again. We need to keep communicating, making sure that no one feels alone, whether or not we can physically travel to them. Fourth, it's about compassion. And again, I call out what, for instance, Puneet has been doing in showing the hospitality industry's profound compassion for the people all around us in our communities who every single day are braving the virus to make sure that they can take care of us and that we can all come through this together. And finally, I want to call out connection, because this is very important. Because for whatever we do in the hospitality industry, our industry is not going to recover unless there is connection, particularly with the aviation industry. And this is where I am very excited to share with you all that just yesterday, IATA and the UNWTO created a destination tracker. It was a way of marrying aviation with the global travel and tourism community to get a sense of where exactly are the regulations applied? What are the restrictions? What are the non-restrictions? How are things changing? So exactly as was said by Chris, I in London know that we've had restrictions change recently where it allows Chris to be able to host people in dining around the corner outside. May 17th, we open up hotels again. That information, that freshness and trust of information is absolutely vital. All of these connections matter because until we get aviation in the air, we're not going to be able to bring travelers locally, regionally, and internationally to all that our industry has to offer. These are the 5 pillars that really matter. And this is what is going to re-engineer our industry. There is no going back to normal. There's no back, and we certainly know there's no normal. We need to be able to build forward better, come forward together as a community that fundamentally believes in the power of our industry. I, again, am incredibly grateful to be with you all. I thank you for keeping the spirit alive, for keeping the care alive and the connection alive. And I so look forward to one day when I can be back to visit all of you, my friends, and also my family across India, and to be able to see Puneet again in one of his exquisite properties, which interestingly was one of the last visits that I had internationally before the world shut down just over a year ago. So from my side, from my Secretary General, a very loving namaste, I beg your pardon, namaskar to everyone, and please stay safe, stay strong, stay hopeful, and stay confident. We will all meet again. Thank you so very much.
Thank you. Thank you so very much, Ms. Anita. And it was a pleasure to have you with us. And as you rightly said, re-engineering our businesses is the need of the hour. Moving forward, I would pass it over to Mr. Ron Scott to take this forward for the announcement of the Lifetime Achievement Awardees. Over to you, Mr. Scott.
Thank you very much, Abdullah. It is now my pleasure to announce the first Lifetime Achievement Award to Mr. Patriot, Chairman and Managing Director, Lemon Tree Hotels. Mr. Keswani worked with the Tata Group for over 15 years before embarking on the creation of Lemon Tree Hotels in 2002. The company now operates 80 hotels in 48 cities with 8,000 rooms and over 8,000 employees throughout India. His focus is on offering opportunities to Indians with disability, and as such, 20% of Lemon Tree employees are from this disadvantaged segment of the population. The company has been presented with a number of prestigious awards for its commitment to employing and supporting such people. Lemon Tree Hotels was ranked 12th amongst the best large workplaces in Asia by the Great Place to Work survey of 2018. He's chairman of the Skills Council for Persons with Disability and a member of the Sector Skills Council for Hospitality, Travel and Tourism. He holds distinguished alumni awards at IIT Delhi and IIHM Calcutta. May I request Dr. Bose and Professor Foskett to present the award.
It gives us a great pleasure to present this Lifetime Achievement Award on behalf of IIHM and the International Hospitality Council for the most wonderful achievement that you clearly really do deserve on this very prestigious day. So thank you, Mr. Patu Keswani. Thank you.
Congratulations, Mr. Keshwani, for huge and inspirational work you have done in the hospital sector in India. And on behalf of everyone at the International Hospital Council London and at IIHM, we'd like to congratulate you on this prestigious award. Thank you.
Can I request Mr. Keswani to say a few words?
I guess he's not been able to join, Ron, so we'll move forward.
Sadly, it is sent here. Moving on then, it is now my pleasure to announce the next Lifetime Achievement Award to His Highness Maharaja Gaj Singh II of Marwar, Jodhpur, President of the Heritage Association of India, Managing Director, Maruda Hotels, Board of Director, ITC Hotels. On his return to Jodhpur after completing his studies in Oxford, the Maharaja began the process of working on his inheritance of heritage monuments and turning them into internationally recognized award-winning sites that not only function as fabulous hotels and museums, but remain alive as social, cultural and religious centres. Committed to the cause of heritage conservation, his vision created several initiatives that would bring real and meaningful change to the heritage conservation sector. The first such initiative was to establish a museum of international repute at Mehrangarh Fort in 1972, which has gone on to become a generous patron of arts and music, a centre for research and conservation, and has won a UNESCO Award of Distinction for Adaptive Reuse 2002 and a UNESCO Award of Excellence. The fort in Nagaur was also acknowledged with the Domus International Award for Architectural Conservation. He is a founder member and governing council member of the Indian National Trust for Art and Cultural Heritage, convener of its Rajasthan chapter, and the chairman of the World Monument Fund, India. In 2006, he received the prestigious Hadrian Award from the World Monument Fund for his contribution towards heritage conservation that had substantial impact globally, and is also the recipient of the Lifetime Achievement Award by Condé Nast Traveller. Can I please ask His Highness to say a few words?
Thank you very much. I bring you greetings from Jodhpur on this International Day of Hospitality. My compliments to the International Hospitality Council, London, and the International Institute of Hotel Management, India, for organizing today the 6th International Hospitality Day with much vigor and enthusiasm. Despite the ongoing pandemic, honoring and celebrating the heroes of the hospitality industry, this will, I'm sure, inspire the entire industry and fraternity across the world to fight and achieve the preeminent position prior to the pandemic that the industry held. It is a sadness for us in India, and I reach out to my colleagues, first of all, to compliment them and congratulate them on the remarkable return and after the first round of the pandemic, and they really lived up to the conditions and they were rejuvenated. We have now been hit by a crisis that is beyond imagination. So I just say to my colleagues and our colleagues across the world, we must all join together and face this challenge with, as my previous speakers have said, have faith and have perseverance. And let us all jointly work together, not only to bring back our industry, but also for the country, the nation, and people who are suffering. I am really honored to accept this International Hospitality Council Award of a Lifetime Achievement. It was most unexpected, and I accept the award with all humility. I thank the International Hospitality Council and the International Institute of Hotel Management for its distinguished patrons. The virtual edition shall further the objective of international hospitality across the board, promoting education in hospitality, promoting and celebrating hospitality. I shall be happy to contribute in any way that I can to this objective. The Indian Heritage Hotels Association, of which I am the founder member, and its members join me in wishing a safe and healthy and prosperous future for all the participating dignitaries, institutions, and members of the global hospitality family, and my personal compliments to all the awardees on this occasion. I finally thank you all again and look forward to joining you for future editions of the event so that we may celebrate hospitality together. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed. It is now my pleasure to announce the next Lifetime Achievement Award to Mr. Paul John, Chairman and Managing Director, John Distilleries Limited. Mr. Paul John expanded his beverage empire in a short decade to become one of the largest producers of alcohol beverage in the country, spread over 7 states in India with an annual turnover of over 700 crore rupee. He is also a hospitality aficionado with hotels in Bangalore, Coorg, Kumarakom, and Kochi. His personal interest in single malt whiskies led him to create the Paul John Indian Single Malts. Every expression of this brand has won immense appreciation across the globe, with the latest being Matuna, which has been awarded among the top 3 whiskies in the world for 2021 by Jim Murray in his Whiskey Bible 2021. This was the first time in a decade that a South Asian whiskey has made it to the top slots. May I request Dr. Bose and Professor Foskett to present the award.
It gives us great pleasure. On behalf of the International Hospitality Council, IIHM, to present to you, Mr. Paul John, this Lifetime Achievement Award for all your work that you've done, and we honour and congratulate you on this very special day. Thank you.
Congratulations from all of us in the International Hospital Council London and IIHM. Mr. John, it's such a pleasure to have you with us. And huge congratulations from all of us on this very prestigious Lifetime Achievement Award. And we expect more and more great whiskey from India to hit the world market so that the Indian whiskeys become popular at the international level. And you are one man who can really do it for us. You are making the country proud. You are making the industry proud. And we are so proud of you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Can I request Mr. Paul to say a few words?
Namaste to everybody, and thank you all for having me over. It is a honor and a pleasure to be with you. I would like to thank IHC and IIHM for organizing this event and also honoring me. I accept it with all humility. As we all know, these are trying times, and I think it's very nice to see that the industry and the entire organization amongst all are getting together to pull us through these difficult times. I would like to congratulate everybody for doing their best in whichever small way they can to help sort this tremendous situation that we are in. And I'm looking forward to be able to do whatever little we can also do as far as the organization is concerned. I would like to thank everybody, congratulate all the awardees, and thank everybody that has helped in putting this entire exercise together. Thank you very much.
Thank you indeed, Mr. John. It is now my pleasure to announce the next Lifetime Achievement Award to Mr. Rajiv Samant, founder and Chief Executive Officer of Sula Vineyards. Rajiv Samant was schooled in Mumbai and headed to California, Stanford University to study economics and then engineering management at master's level. He worked on in Silicon Valley before returning home in 1993, determined to bring the Californian spirit of innovation to his homeland. He soon realized that Nashik in Maharashtra had the perfect climate for growing wine grapes, and by 1999 had established the Sula Vineyards with help from noted Californian winemaker Kerry Damsky. Nashik was transformed into India's wine capital, and today Sula Vineyards is globally recognized as India's most important wine producer. The rural economy and employment in Western Maharashtra have benefited greatly from his groundbreaking efforts. Alongside the vineyards, he has created the first winery tasting room, a vineyard resort, and Sula Fest, the country's first vineyard music festival. His entrepreneurial spirit truly has been instrumental in creating a thriving local wine industry in India and has brought great global recognition to the Sula brands. May I request Professor Foskett and Dr. Bose to present the award to Mr. Samant.
It gives us great pleasure on behalf of the International Hospitality Council of IIHM to present Mr. Rajiv Samant with this Lifetime Achievement Award for all he's done to promote the vineyards and Indian wine. We are all extremely grateful and recognize your great achievement. Thank you.
Congratulations from all of us at the International Hospital Council and at IIHM. Dr. Samant, it's such a pleasure to have you with us, and it's a great honor to felicitate you with this Lifetime Achievement Award. And I think you had been absolutely inspirational in putting the wines of India in the international market. I mean, the Indian wine is benchmarked by your brand Sula. And in fact, a lot of our students are also working for you. And you have done an absolutely fantastic job. So you deserve all of it and more. So congratulations and carry on the great job. Thank you. Namaskar.
Thank you. Can I request Mr. Samant to say a few words?
Surely. Thank you all for including me in such illustrious company. There are some real superheroes of our hospitality industry on this call. So congratulations to all of you for organizing this fantastic effort today. As I have been part of this call, I'm also trying to find a hospital bed for my main domestic staff who had gone home to their village close to Dehradun and now is very sick since the last 3 days. And I'm trying to find a bed, and it's very difficult. And, we have quite a small company, and there's some of you here who have responsibility for thousands of people. And we even have a Maharaja in this group. I can only imagine what each and every one of you is also going through. At this time, I am so thankful for this award. I must say that I'm having to put professional ambitions and thoughts on hold and dig deep in my humanity. And I thank those of you who have shared such inspirational messages, because it helps me also to have strength and dig deeper. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, Mr. Simon. We appreciate very much you joining us at this difficult time for you personally, and but many thanks to you and to your lovely personal assistant.
Yes, I'm babysitting this this afternoon.
I remember that well from many, many years ago, Mr. Saman. Thank you again. It is now my pleasure to announce the next Lifetime Achievement Award to Mr. A.D. Singh, founder and managing director of the Olive Group of Restaurants. Mr. A.D. Singh, the founder and managing director of the Olive Group, has been at the forefront of the Indian hospitality for nearly 3 decades. Since 1990, he has encouraged the growth of standalone restaurant concepts in India, giving it direction, confidence, leadership, and definition. His emphasis on a committed work ethic, hard work, great design, innovation, investment in people, service, product quality, and customer delight has been the trademark of his success. He has always understood the importance of building long-standing relationships with his partners and has always launched sharply detailed and carefully conceptualized restaurants. May I now ask Dr. Bose and Professor Foskett to present the award to Mr. Singh.
It gives us tremendous pleasure on behalf of IIHM, of the International Hospitality Council, to present you with this Lifetime Achievement Award for all the work you've done, Mr. Singh, founder of the Olive Group of Restaurants. Thank you very much. You're an inspiration, especially to young people at this difficult time. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Eddie. It's such an honor for all of us to have you with us. And we once again, on behalf of ISC London and IIHM, congratulate you for the Lifetime Achievement Award. It's such a pleasure to give the award to someone we have seen in front of our eyes, the contribution and the humility and the way you built up the F&B empire and the way you really taught so many people how to run the restaurant. And you have really been a legendary figure in the F&B space of India. So congratulations from all of us at ISC and at IIHM. Thank you so much for being with us. Namaskar.
Thank you. Can I request Mr. Singh to say a few words?
Sure, that would be my pleasure. I'm a supporter of IIHM and IHC for your core values of trying to provide mentorship, opportunity for many across the world, including the disadvantaged. We do that so well through the Young Chefs Olympiad, which I think will be a life changer for so many for them. And I have to say, for all the achievements I've ever done in my life, the ones I'm proudest about are where we've been able to make a difference, and especially at this time. As Mr. Chatwal spoke earlier about the efforts the hotels made, the Taj Group made, our National Restaurant Association, the groups I'm involved with, my Olive Group itself, also did their best for the last lockdown. And maybe it was just a drop in the ocean, but I'm very proud of the efforts we made to feed migrants and starving people and those so much in need. Today is a happy day celebrating hospitality. But I do urge everybody listening to do your little bit in the dark days that I feel we have ahead. Lastly, I'd like to end by saying it's been a pleasure being here with such eminent personalities, some of whom I know well, some of whom I look up to. I wish all of you, IIHM and IHC, all the best. I will be a supporter for years to come. Cheers.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much for joining us. It is now my pleasure to announce the next Lifetime Achievement Award to Mr. Deepak Ori, Chief Executive Officer, Libra Hotels and Resorts. Mr. Deepak Ori has successfully launched unique restaurants, bars and hotels within luxury settings in Thailand, New Zealand and India. Over the last few years, he has partnered with Pernod Ricard to create exclusivity of the group's prestige brands such as the St. Hugo wines, Perry Jouet and Chivas within the Libra group. He has been recognized as an award-winning entrepreneur and celebrated speaker and has received many awards that include World's Leading Travel Personality from the World Travel Awards, Most Enterprising Entrepreneur from Hospitality Asian Platinum Awards on 3 occasions, Innovation Hospitality Award, Stars of the Industry Group, and most recently, the Extraordinaire Award, Grand Vision 2018. Mr. Ori has twice been featured speaker at the prestigious Forbes Global CEO Conference and Financial Times Business of Luxury Summit. May I ask Dr. Bose and Professor Foskett to please present the award.
It gives us great pleasure on behalf of IHC, IIHM to present this award for your tremendous hard work, dedication. Mr. Deepak Ori, CEO of Libra Hotels, we recognize what an inspiration you are to young people. So we are delighted to present you with this award. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Mr. Ori. Such a pleasure to have you, and congratulations for this Lifetime Achievement Award from International Hospitality Council and IIHM. I have stayed in your hotel in Bangkok, and it's such a pleasure to stay there, and such a great work you have been doing. And I look forward to your support for the youngsters in ISC London and also in IIHM. So congratulations on all of us, from all of us, Mr. Ori. It's an honor and pleasure to have you with us. Namaskar.
Thank you. Mr. Ori, we'd very much like to hear if you have a few words to say to us, please.
Sure, thank you. Good afternoon, good morning to everyone. First of all, thanks to IIHM and ISC for such an honor. My wife was telling me that I should go and get my hair dyed, and I told her that, you know what, I'm not getting the Young CEO Award, I'm getting the Lifetime Achievement Award. So if I have to get my hair colored, it has to be a little bit more gray. So, getting a Lifetime Achievement Award is an honor. I think I have to start a new chapter of my life after getting this. And as I'm writing my book, I think it'll be a new chapter of that book. But saying that, I'll say 2 things as a message. We did our bit at Libra Hotels and Resort when the COVID had hit the world, especially the hospitality industry. We made sure that we didn't part way with any one of our 1,500 employees in 3 different countries. They are still with us. We are looking after them. We are looking after their families. And that was our bit for the industry, and hope we come out of that. And second message I want to give it to all is that we should not be doing the right thing. We should all be doing the brave thing. And brave thing is to fight the COVID-19, come out of this, and bring the hospitality industry back to its original, the finest and the best in the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed, sir. I'm pleased to say that Mr. Patriot, Chairman and Managing Director of Lemon Tree Hotels, has now been able to join us. So at this stage, I would like to ask Drs. Bose and Professor Foskett to present the award.
Many congratulations, Mr. Keshwani. It's such a pleasure to have you with us. And on behalf of the International Hospital Council London and of course IIHM India, we are absolutely delighted to present you the Lifetime Achievement Award for all the inspirational work you have done in hospitality for the last so many years. Of course, Lemon Tree, but before that as well in your previous avatars as a very inspirational hotelier. Thank you for being with us. Namaskar. David.
Thank you, Dr. Bose, Professor Foskett, Abdullah. I'm sorry. I was actually very much participating, but it was my moniker was my initials. So I think I was on mute when you first called out for me. So firstly, congratulations for organizing this very wonderful event. I was listening to all my illustrious people who spoke before me. And it's great to celebrate the 6th International Hospitality Day. And thank you too for this honor, which is this Lifetime Achievement Award. But I want to say I have many, many more years ahead of me. So I think I'll have to try for a different award next time with you. Now, I was listening to what everybody was saying, and, you know, it reminded me of one saying in ancient Greek, which is that there are no winners in a war. The winner is the last man standing. It is the person who refused to give up. And interestingly, I actually gave the keynote address to IIM Calcutta about 1 month ago, and they asked me to speak specifically on resilience. So it's interesting, not only in hospitality, but in management schools. Resilience is recognized as a key trait for our, for in fact, as a life skill, something to train everybody on. And I think today, we need to do just that. See, it's very clear that when you look at the Spanish flu, the Asian flu, the Hong Kong flu, there were between 2 to 4 waves. But the interesting thing is that once 70% of the world got it, the virus disappeared. And if you do the rough math, even in India, as is happening in the rest of the world, if I can be so bold as to tell everybody, I am 100% sure that before the end of this year, coronavirus as a pandemic or even as an epidemic will disappear. So all we have to do is be resilient till then. And I totally agree with what everybody has said before. It is our business actually to give hope to others, to give compassion, support, hope. And we ourselves need that hope. So it's great that you organize this, and because it has given us hope. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Keshwani. I'm very pleased that you've been able to join us. I'm sorry for the earlier technical hitch, but I'm sure, maybe some of us, and particularly for me, one of the great challenges I personally have had over the last 12 months is getting to grips with all this new technology so that we can continue to communicate with people. So I have every sympathy. Thank you very much for joining us. It is now my pleasure to announce the next Lifetime Achievement Award to Ms. Ranju Alex, Market Vice President for West India, Marriott International. Ms. Alex is very passionate about women empowerment and is a strong advocate of this in her own workplace. Her work towards gender diversity has resulted in her being invited by several countries as a keynote speaker on women-related issues. She is a proud recipient of a number of prestigious awards, including Women of the Decade in Business and Leadership at the West Women Economic Forum in 2017, and the Achiever in Hospitality from She Awards by The Telegraph. During her time with Marriott International, she has received numerous accolades, including General Manager of the Year 2014 and Service Excellence General Manager of the Year 2012. Under her guidance, JW Marriott Kolkata received a number of accolades, including Best Luxury Hotel by East India Travel Awards, an award for excellence by Condé Nast Traveller Readers Awards 2017. May I request Dr. Bose and Professor Foskett to present the award.
Congratulations, Ranju. It's really a great feeling to see you on the screen back again. And on behalf of the International Hospital Council London and on behalf of IIHM, we are honored to bestow the Lifetime Achievement Award 2021 on this International Hospital Day. So many congratulations, and you are really an inspiration to many, many people. We all know about you, and just carry on doing the great job that you have been doing for last so many years. And look forward to see you soon. Congratulations once again.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Miss Alex, can we ask you to say a few words, please?
Yes, I was waiting for my chance, Ron. Thank you. A big thank you to Dr. Bose, Professor Foskett, and of course, Mrs. Scott, for this honor, for this recognition, though I'm fervently hoping that it has in no way any reflection on my age, the Lifetime Achievement Award. I really hope it has no reflection because I have many years to go like the others on this forum, but it does give me goosebumps to be on the same platform as many of the speakers and the awardees before. So thank you very, very much. I am most honored, most humbled, and of course, needless to say, very, very happy. We are indeed going through very, very troubled and traumatic times, especially in India and especially with the industry. But like everybody said, we are a resilient lot and we are going to bounce back. I have absolutely no doubt about our capabilities to come back and give a punch and be successful as an industry once again. I do not want to take too much of time. I would like to dedicate this award to all the naysayers I met earlier in my life who said women could not make it in this industry. They spurred me on to do this job better. And they spurred me on to show that women could achieve in any industry that they are given an opportunity in. And I hope that in some ways, we as women are able to touch the lives of other women to continue to be successful in this industry. I would also like to dedicate this award to my family who's put up with all my long working hours, my tantrums, and all of that. And to every single individual in my 27 years of career who I worked with and who I have taken even a couple of steps with in my journey, I'm very, very thankful to them because somewhere I have learned from them in more ways than one. And I'm so thankful to them because today, when I look back at my journey of 27 years, everybody's made a mark and it's made me a much better human being and a much better professional. Dr. Bose, IIHM, you, me, your team, and a lot of people on this forum, we have a mutual admiration society. So thank you. Please continue to do the great work that you do. You always have my support. I'm there with you at every step of the way. And thank you so very much for this recognition. I'm truly honored.
Thank you very much indeed, Ms. Alex. I'm very glad to hear that, and certainly on behalf of the hospitality industry, that you are looking forward to working and continuing your great work for many years to come.
Thank you. Thank you, Ron.
It is now my pleasure to announce the next Lifetime Achievement Award to Mr. Nacho Anand, Executive Director, ITC Hotels. In the competitive world of Indian hospitality, Mr. Nacho Anand is known as a true visionary. Time and again during a career that spans more than 4 decades, he has been acknowledged and recognized for his vision and commitment to sustainable excellence in the hotel and tourism industry. He is particularly known for his dynamic leadership, passion, and approachable management style. He has initiated some of the industry's most innovative concepts, making ITC's hotel business world-class. In 2019, he was awarded Corporate Hotelier of the World. Could I ask Dr. Bose and Professor Foskett to present the award in absentia?
Yeah, congratulations, Mr. Anand. Ms. Anand is really an inspiration for all of us in the industry for many, many years. So on behalf of the International Hospitality Council London and on behalf of the IIHM, we are delighted to bestow upon you the Lifetime Achievement Award 2021 on this International Hospitality Day, 24th of April 2021. And many congratulations, Mr. Anand. I know that you are busy today and could not join us, but many congratulations and thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Bose. It is now my pleasure to announce the next Lifetime Achievement Award to Dr. Rupinder Singh Sodhi, Managing Director, Gujarat Cooperative Milk Marketing Federation Limited, AMUL. Dr. Sodhi has headed the marketing and sales function of AMUL for more than 2 decades and has spearheaded their highly innovative and widely acclaimed marketing campaigns. These include the promotion of milk, such as the Eat Milk campaign, motivating Indian youth to include dairy products in every meal. He's been instrumental in launching more than 50 new products during his tenure as Managing Director, and has also spearheaded digital marketing and social media marketing innovations in the Indian dairy industry to ensure that the younger generation of India enhances consumption of milk and dairy products. Can I please ask Dr. Bose to present the award to Dr. Sodhi?
Congratulations, Dr. Sodhi. It's such a great pleasure and such an honor to present International Hospitality Council London's Lifetime Achievement Award 2021 to you. And we are really, really absolutely delighted to present it to you. And you are doing some absolutely incredible work. I actually heard you in the Bengal Chamber, I think a month back in Calcutta when you came, when you delivered a lecture, and all the inspirational work which you are doing are absolutely incredible. So congratulations and thank you very much for joining in spite of the bereavement in your family. So thanks very much for joining with us. Thank you very much, Dr. Sodhi.
Thank you. Dr. Singh, Singh Sodhi, could I perhaps ask you to say a few words?
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Bose. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Few days back when Ms. Shabnam Haldar from IIHM called me conveying this honor, I was surprised and very happy. Why surprised? That why a milkman or a doodhwala has been selected for this Lifetime Achievement Award. And also very happy because it's a very great honor from the hospitality industry. And let me tell you, this award which you have given to me, I am accepting on behalf of 3.6 million farmers who are the owner of this 7 billion organization, who has allowed professionals like me to work in this wonderful organization for the last more than 39 years and fully given independence to take the decision. Well, hospitality industry, I think you may be aware, very well connected with the livelihood with the 100 million milk producer of India. It's around 110 billion industry, organized 30 billion. And out of the organized $30 billion, hospitality industry contributes around $4 to $4.5 billion. And Amul business out of 7 billion is coming around $1 to $2 billion from the hospital industry. So whereas one side you are providing tasty, nutritious food to your customers, the other side, you may not be knowing, you are providing livelihood to 100 million Indian farmers' family who really are dependent on you. During this pandemic, everybody talked. Let me tell you, Amul also did an experiment, and which has become the world record with the association with the hospitality industry. For last 1 year, we are running world largest running live recipe show for the last more than 1 year, where more than 2,000 chefs from the 50 countries have come and shown more than 3,000 recipes. And this is the most watched show. More than 970 million people have watched this show. And all the chefs during pandemic have come and given their best recipe to the billions of Indian and world over customers. So I thank the Indian Hospitality Council, IIHM, for honoring me with this award, and thankful to all the jury members
for selecting me for this award. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sodhi. It's now my pleasure to announce the next Lifetime Achievement Award to Mr. Visheshwar Raj Singh, Vice President and General Manager, Oberoi Bangalore, Oberoi Veranda and Trident Kochi. Mr. Singh has been the Vice President and General Manager of the Oberoi Bengaluru since 2017, whilst also overseeing the operations of the Trident Hotel in Cochin and the Oberoi Motor Vessel Vrinda, an 8-cabin luxury cruiser on the Kerala backwaters. He graduated from the Oberoi Centre of Learning and Development in 1997 with a gold medal for academic performance. In 2002, he was posted to the Oberoi Amar Vilas in Agra as Rooms Division Manager before becoming one of the company's youngest ever general managers at the age of 30 at the Trident Hilton in Cochin and the Oberoi Motor Vessel Vrinda in 2004. In December 2011, he was named General Manager of the Year by Hotelier India magazine. And in 2016, he was awarded the Most Innovative GM of the Year by Easy Diner as part of Veer Sanghvi's Choice Awards. In March 21, he was recognized as the Times Food Hero Bangalore at the Times Food and Nightlife Awards. May I ask Dr. Bose to present the award to Mr. Singh.
Namaskar, and on behalf of International Hospital Council London and IIHM, Mr. Singh, it's a great pleasure for us to bestow the Lifetime Achievement Award 2021 to you for your inspirational work in the hospitality on the last so many years. And you have been really inspirational with the students as well. And I think that please carry on the great work which you have been doing. And we look forward to work with you in the near future and in the future. It's such a pleasure to have you with us. And congratulations on behalf of all of us. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Bose, Professor Foskett, Mr. Scott. Thank you very much for this award. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening to my fellow attendees and to my fellow awardees from all over the world. It's my great honor and privilege to be receiving a Lifetime Achievement Award. And when Sanchari called me a few days ago, and actually she messaged me, I think, first, and I read the word that's a Lifetime Achievement Award, I immediately felt like an imposter. And it became worse when I saw the whole list of people who were getting the award, because I realized that I probably was amongst like a baby in the group. And I was thankful for the first time for having some white hair to be able to justify my presence for a Lifetime Achievement Award today. So thank you very much for considering me for this award. I really don't know exactly what I've done to deserve it. Apart from being with the Oberoi Group since '97, which has been about 24 years now, I have learned a lot from the company and from the people that I've worked with. And I'm also a great fan of movies. So let me quote Anthony Quinn from a famous quote from Lawrence of Arabia. When he's talking to Alec Guinness, he says, "I'm a river to my people." And that's exactly what I feel like actually at times. I'm just a person who is making things happen for my people. And I benefit a lot more from their presence in my life, I think, than they do from mine. And it is with great humility and with great compassion and with great honor that I received this award on behalf of everyone that I've worked with since the year 1997. In fact, if I may take a minute to just tell you about my first experience with hospitality happened at the Taj Mansingh Hotel in New Delhi, where Mr. Patu Keswani was the executive assistant manager, and I was an industrial trainee from IIHM Pusa. And I still remember him walking around with his Porsche and smart bright tie. He was the EM, so he was the number 2, and Mr. Ronnie Lobo was the general manager. And I think Mr. Patu Keswani, I'm not sure if he's still on the call or not, but his demeanor, his personality, his ability to deal with situations, to deal with people, and to handle the hotel overall was something that really inspired me to become a hotelier myself. So thank you, Mr. Keswani. I think I'm here in a large part due to your inspiration, and I'm very, very grateful for this recognition. Thank you once again, everyone.
Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Singh. It is now my pleasure to announce the final Lifetime Achievement Award this afternoon to Mr. Veer Vijay Singh, Chief Executive Officer and Managing Director of Trans Hotels and Resorts. He began his career as a trainee chef with Taj Group of Hotels in the early 1970s and has held numerous positions within the company. Through the years, he was general manager at a number of Taj properties. And for the last 6 years, he has overseen the growth of the Vivanta by Taj brand as in his role as Chief Operating Officer. With his visionary and dynamic leadership skills, he became an active member in shaping Vivanta into an internationally relevant hotel brand and oversaw the development of 17 new properties and making it an independent division of the Taj Group with over 40 hotels throughout 7 countries. He has been honoured twice with the Hall of Fame award. However, since his retirement from the Taj Group, his passion for the industry has resulted in the formation of a hotel operating and management company under the brand name of Trans International Hotels and Resorts. And he has also created a hotel consulting company called VVS Hospitality Consultants. Can I please ask Dr. Bose to present the award to Mr. Singh?
Very good afternoon, Mr. Singh, and on behalf of the International Hospitality Council London and on behalf of IIHM, it's my proud privilege to bestow upon you the Lifetime Achievement Award 2021. And many congratulations for all the great work you have done all over life. I have been knowing you for many, many years now, and I've seen the way you have really steered Taj and after your innings with Taj, your Trans Hotel. So carry on doing the inspirational work which you are so fond of. And congratulations from all of us. Many congratulations. Namaskar.
Thank you. Mr. Singh, can I ask you to say a few words?
Yes, Mr. Scott, thank you so much for your introduction. I must thank Mr. Bose, whom I've known for many years. In 1998-99, I had the pleasure of visiting the IIHM in Kolkata when I was the general manager there. I think it's really a privilege to be a part of this set of luminaries who have been given this Lifetime Achievement Award. Seems to be a pause.
It's fine, carry on.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Right. Unfortunately, I think there seems to be a slight technical problem, and hopefully we might be able to get back to Mr. Singh shortly. However, I think that, as I said, that was the last award to be announced today. And as such, I would just like to thank all our recipients for honouring us by their acceptance of these awards and joining us on International Hospitality. It's my pleasure now to raise a glass of India's premier single malt whisky. I don't know if Mr. John is still with us, and salute each and all of you of our awardees for their amazing contribution to our incredible industry. So cheers, or as we say in Scotland, Slan Jivar. Thank you.
Yes, I am here, and thank you very much.
I'm pleased to. I'm afraid I haven't been able to taste the new Matuna yet, but as soon as I get a bottle, I will let you know what I think. Thank you very much, sir.
Sure, definitely. We'll be looking forward to that.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for joining in. It was an absolute pleasure for all of us to be here and witness the 6th International Hospitality Day. Ladies and gentlemen, with this, we come to the end of the World celebrations. And to all the people who've joined in from India for the awards that will follow now, we request you to log into your Zoom too. And to all the joinees from all over the world, thank you so very much for logging in and for being a part of this beautiful event. 6th International Hospitality Day. Thank you and bye-bye.
अतिथि देवो भव